There's a still hour deep in the night, often around 3 a.m., that slips in quietly. The house is dark and silent. You find yourself awake at this time without knowing why. The bed beneath you is warm and familiar, your body still heavy with fatigue. In this moment, nothing else is expected of you. Your eyes blink in the darkness, expecting to drift back into sleep. Your breathing is slow and steady, and with each easy exhale, a bit of the day's weight drifts away. And yet, something inside you stays awake. A subtle, uneasy alertness flickers to life in your chest. A faint flutter of anxiety whispers. That sleep has slipped out of reach. It's as if your mind has lifted its head, while your body still longs for rest. You lie there in the quiet darkness, caught between sleeping and waking. Not fully asleep, not fully awake, wondering why you can't just drift back into slumber. If you know this moment, there's something important to hear. This isn't random, it isn't weakness, and it isn't something you're doing wrong. You're not failing at sleep, you're not broken, and you're not alone in this. In countless bedrooms at this very hour, other minds are also stirring awake, with the same quiet worry. What's happening has a pattern, a reason, one that rarely gets explained, in a way that truly calms. Understanding the reason behind it might bring you a bit of calm. Most sleep advice focuses on the body, the bedtime routine, the dark room, the perfect temperature. Those things can help make your body comfortable. But for a stressed mind that wakes at 3 a.m., they often don't touch the real issue. They don't quiet the thoughts that are gently humming in the background. You can do everything right. Go to bed on time, avoid late caffeine, turn off the screens, and still find yourself awake in the early hours. It doesn't seem to make sense. You did all the right things, yet here you are staring at the ceiling in the middle of the night. That's because at this hour, your mind isn't tired. In the same way your body is. Your body may have rested for a while, but your mind runs on a different schedule. It doesn't power down as quickly. All day, your mind is busy reacting to whatever comes its way. There's rarely time to process everything. So many thoughts get unconsciously marked as later. They don't disappear. They linger at the edges of your awareness, quietly waiting for a calmer moment. But when the world finally grows quiet, your mind changes roles. After a few hours of sleep, once there's an opening, it stops reacting and starts reviewing. In the calm of early morning darkness, it begins sifting through the leftover pieces of your day, one by one. This is when your mind looks back not to judge or overwhelm you, but to quietly scan for anything unfinished. Loose ends, unresolved moments, thoughts that never got a chance to settle. It doesn't like open loops, so in the silence, it gently tugs them forward. You might replay a conversation and think of what you should have said. Second guess a decision you made. Remember a worry you pushed aside earlier because there was no time. In the darkness, all those later thoughts quietly turn into now. So you lie there, body exhausted, but mind wide awake. It's a strange contradiction. The room is quiet, the house is asleep, yet your thoughts are very much awake. In moments like this, it can feel as if you're the only person in the world who's up. The minutes stretch slowly by as you lie there, with only your thoughts for company. The thoughts don't arrive all at once. They drift in one by one, each patiently waiting to be heard. And then you check the clock. Maybe it's 3:15 a.m. You start doing the math, calculating how many hours of sleep you might still get if you fall asleep right now. That brings pressure, and pressure brings urgency. You change positions, fluff your pillow, take deliberate deep breaths, trying anything to coax sleep back. But sleep won't come on command. No amount of effort or bargaining can summon it. In fact, the harder you try to force sleep, the more alert you become. Your body senses your worry and interprets it as a sign of trouble. To that ancient part of you, a feeling of urgency means stay alert. Each frustrated toss or clock check sends a quiet signal that something might be wrong. Your heart beats a little faster, your thoughts sharpen slightly, and your muscles tense. Even though you're exhausted, your body's now acting as if it needs to stand guard. It's subtle, but just enough to keep you from truly letting go into sleep. Even your exhaustion itself begins to feel tense. Some nights your mind jumps straight to unfinished business, that project at work, that email you forgot, tomorrow's big meeting. You tell yourself, it can wait till morning, but your mind doesn't follow schedules. To that deeper part of you, unfinished means important. So it nudges you again and again, not to disturb you, but to make sure you don't forget. It's not trying to ruin your rest. In its own way, it's trying to protect you. Other nights, it's not the big things at all. It's something small, a passing remark someone made, a tiny mistake that suddenly feels big. In the quiet of 3 a.m., even little things can echo loudly. Your mind circles around them, trying to understand or fix them, trying to close the loop. And the more you wish, these thoughts would disappear, so you could sleep, the more awake you feel. It's a frustrating paradox. The more desperately you chase sleep, the further it slips away. And it's easy to feel frustrated with yourself, to wonder why you can't do something so natural, to scold yourself in the dark for being awake again. But here's what's rarely said gently enough. Your mind isn't truly working against you. It's actually working for you, just following a very old rule. For most of human history, waking suddenly in the night often meant danger. A faint noise in the dark could signal a threat. In those days, being alert in the darkness often meant survival, a primal part of your brain. Learn that lesson deeply and never forgot. Even in the safety of your home, that ancient vigilance can flicker to life. Of course, the dangers now are different. They're not wild animals, but the quiet stresses of modern life, a hard day, an unresolved worry. These won't physically harm you in your bed, but your nervous system reacts to them, almost as if they might. To that ancient part of you, stress feels like danger. So at the slightest hint of worry, in the darkness, it sounds an alarm, waking you, urging vigilance, not to disturb or punish you, but to protect you. It's an old instinct, misguided now, but born from care. It doesn't realize that what once kept you safe is now keeping you awake. This is why you can't force yourself to sleep. Trying to control the night often backfires. True rest isn't about effort, it comes when you feel safe enough to let go. The moment your mind and body sense you're truly safe, they begin to relax naturally. Your breathing slows and your muscles soften, releasing tension you didn't realize was there. As your body settles, your mind starts to follow. It stops scanning for threats and gradually loosens its grip on those worries. Not because you pushed it away, but because it finally feels secure enough to rest. In that warmth of safety, sleep can return on its own, gently and quietly welcomed by a body and mind. That trust it's okay to drift off. Some people find that gentle, non-intrusive supports can reinforce that sense of safety. Nothing extreme or guaranteed, just quiet support. I've left one optional suggestion in the description for anyone who's curious. Not a fix or a cure, just a subtle help. If it feels right for you, if this feels familiar, remember, there's nothing you need to fix right now. No problem to solve, no sleep to chase. Simply allow yourself to be here. Notice the stillness around you, the quiet room, the weight of your body, resting on the bed. Feel the mattress supporting you, the pillow cradling your head. Observe your breathing steady and natural. Let the darkness around you be a soft blanket of calm and safety. In this moment, you are safe. If you're listening at 3 a.m., you might be in the very moment we've been talking about. The day is over, your body is tired, and your mind is still a bit on guard. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. This is a human experience. Sometimes just knowing why it's happening is enough to ease the worry. Understanding the reason behind your alertness can make it feel a little less scary. If you'd like to continue reflecting on this, the previous video explores cortisol, the hormone keeping you awake at night, and how that stress hormone can play a role in nights like these. And when you're ready, the next video looks at overthinking before bed. What your brain is actually doing, shining a light on what quietly happens in your mind after the lights go out. For now, there's nowhere else you need to be. You've done enough for today, just here in this quiet moment, this gentle 3 a.m. hour, this tired body in a safe place. You are awake right now, and that's okay. You are here, and that is enough.